From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Hello and welcome to the 1011 Now streaming studio. I am Madison Pitch here with your Night Beat for Wednesday, February 28th. And tonight we're going to start with a quick preview of a story we're working on for 10. It's actually a story we've been tracking for probably about 24 hours. We learned yesterday through several tips that Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway had laid off dozens of workers, but BNSF wouldn't confirm how many people were let go. We've learned from union officials that there have been a confirmed 63 positions cut between O Street and the Havelock yards, with 6 more that may have been cut, though we haven't been able to confirm that with BNSF. Union officials say they fear more cuts could be on the way. Other sources, like the website The Layoff, report some workers in Alliance were also let go. A BNSF spokesperson told us that several locations didn't have enough work to justify the current number of employees. Tonight we talked with an employee. That'll be on tonight at 10. You do not want to miss that. And a heads up for you, if you're going to the hospital at any point soon, a national cyber attack has reached us right here in Nebraska. Change Healthcare was cyber attacked on February 21st, and today the Nebraska Hospital Association says Nebraska hospitals were hit during the breach. A majority of hospitals here in the Good Life do use these systems. So what does this mean for you? Some services may be impacted, including prior authorizations for pharmaceuticals, procedures and surgeries, insurance verification for inpatient stays, precise cost estimates for patients, and patient billing. And for this last story, we're going to bring in our reporter, Kendall Lanier. Kendall, thank you for joining me.
Hi, thank you for having me.
This is exciting. Kendall, you got to cover a really awesome story today. Tell me a little bit more about the Barclay Center's Speak Out program.
Yes, so the Speak Out program was started in 2019, and they've since been able to help 40 patients who have Parkinson's improve their speech and swallowing therapy. So they essentially made it to help strengthen those muscles around the throat. So they do different voice exercises. 89% of Parkinson's patients are at risk for speech and swallowing disorders. So it was something they saw a need for, and so they've just been pretty much helping those patients work through therapy.
Yeah, you kind of covered my next question, which is why is a program like that so important? Can you dive into that disease again?
Yeah, well, essentially those muscles, when patients are diagnosed with Parkinson's, start to weaken, and articulation can be affected, and it can become harder to speak and swallow. So, and in the worst cases, that could lead to death when you're not able to eat and digest food. So, for those patients who have Parkinson's, it can be really crucial and sometimes life-changing.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about Rhonda. You got to follow Rhonda through the program. What is she like?
Yeah, Rhonda was great. She is 73 years old. She was diagnosed in 2017 and then joined the program in 2020. And she was first diagnosed with Parkinson's because she was seeing a doctor for her foot. They later referred her to a specialist because they thought it could be a sign of Parkinson's. And she later realized she maybe had Parkinson's for 10 years before that, which happens to a lot of patients apparently, because it's just something that they're not recognizing, that some doctors aren't seeing unless you go to the right type of doctor. So ever since 2020, she's been getting therapy and just strengthening those muscles in case her voice is to decline.
Oh, wow. And things don't stop after the Speak Out program. What comes after that?
Yeah, so after they graduate from the Speak Out program, they joined the Lincoln Voice Warriors, which is a group of patients to just kind of have that support group and also work on what they've learned in the program and maintain it. So they are able to do it on their own and have long-lasting effects with it.
And that's probably really nice to be around other people experiencing the same thing.
Yeah, Rhonda was telling me, it's comfortable for her to talk about Parkinson's with people who can really understand it. It's great to have therapists and different things like that, but people who really get what she's going through has been really helpful for her.
Right. Kendall, thank you so much. Her story is amazing. You want to see this, it's on our website. Kendall, thanks for joining us. That's it for us today. We've got more news, weather, and sports tonight on 1011now.com and tonight at 10. Before we go, a look at your 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.